Peace, peace, family. This video right here is about status correction. I'm going to be clearing up some questions and some rumors in this video, as well as guiding the family to where y'all can go if y'all want y'all status corrected and y'all sick of being 14th Amendments. So, yes, I'm making this video basically in regards to me understanding that there are people who do watch me and follow me, you can say. And I would never want to, even though I tell people do not be a follower, be your own person. I would never lead people down the wrong road, or want to be responsible for leading you down the wrong road. So the rumors I'm going to be clearing up in this video today is basically y'all seen me on Sinetta, y'all heard me. Also give a shout out to Polite for doing my status correction, as well as I was on Sinetta. And I was with a guy by the name of Nature Boy, who was his own man. He does his own thing, but he incorrectly and involuntarily, without my permission, made a statement such as, "Oh, at SOS, we're helping people do status corrections and move to Africa," when he has nothing to do with SOS and what I'm trying to found at this current time. Now, before I go to clearing up what's going on with that, I want to just get to the first things first. Black people, if you're interested in sovereignty, you're a secure party creditor, and you want to self-educate yourself and get out of the system, first things first, there are two books I would recommend. For one is a book that I just ordered off of Amazon. It's called Contracts, Cases, Discussions, and Problems. The third edition by Brian A. Blum. Brian A. Blum. Blum. Contracts, third edition. So not first edition, second edition, fourth edition. Get Contracts, third edition, family. The second book I would recommend is this book right here that you see. It's called The Redemption Manual 5.0. This book is the #1 book you can get as far as the Redemption Manual series. It's updated. It was just updated in 2013 in regards to the laws, and I brought it in 2015, so it's pretty up to date. As you can see, it's a pretty thick book. In the back of this book, it has all the contracts, all the papers that you would need to send. They already previously filled out so that you can get a look at what they would look like and be familiar with them. Also in the book, all throughout this book, family, is actually the history of as far as when America went bankrupt. Basically, everything you need to know about creditors and debtors. This tells you who, what, where, when, and why. They've already went and looked up specific terms and understandings that you would need to have on a situation, such as all crimes being commercial. They've already paraphrased it, cited it for you out of the book. Courtrooms being Title 11 bankruptcy courts and not really functioning under Article 3, and far as being a 14th Amendment citizen. They teach you how they trick you to give up your sovereignty for citizenship. This breaks down everything you need to know basically about being a creditor or debtor. I personally recommend this book. I've read it. As you can see, it's in my hand. If you want to do the #1 thing that you can do, black people, which is self-educate. This book is not as scary as it looks because it's thick. It's not one of those books that use big crazy words. Yes, I would recommend that you have a Black's Law dictionary. If not, just use your phone, and when you Google the words, don't just say definition, say Black's Law dictionary definition, so that it gives you the legal term definition on when you use the Siri. But other than that, I would recommend that book and the other book I just showed you on your phone, which just came in my mail today that I ordered. Now, last but not least, if you are looking to get a status correction done, family, and you're not looking for somebody to play you, or you're looking for the results to get done, I'm personally stamping this, so I'm personally recommending this, family. This is not me just talking why, and I'm going to show you why I'm personally recommending this. I recommend you go to a brother named Tazadak. He's on YouTube. I cannot think right now off the top of my head of his exact YouTube name, but hit me up and I'll share the link. If y'all need it, I'll share it on my Facebook. But outside of that, the brother gave me permission to give his email out in this video for anybody looking to get their status correction done. He charges $7.50. Now, for most of y'all saying, "Oh, why would somebody pay to do your status correction?" Well, if you're somebody who doesn't know how to do this paperwork and you're looking to get your shit done correctly, because believe me, I tried to do it myself and sent some paperwork in and they sent that shit right back. So if you want your shit done right, or you want it done correctly, because we don't know everything and there are some things we need help with, then it's well worth it to become free from the system. So now with that being said, This brother does respond. He does email. You can call him on the phone. He does talk back. He's not a one of those type of brothers. Now, with that being said, his email is creditors, debtors, contracts at yahoo.com. Spelled CREDITORSCONTRACTS at yahoo.com. Creditors, debtors, contracts at yahoo.com. The brother's name is Tazadak. TAZADAQ. Now, why would I personally recommend you to this brother saying that he does paperwork? Because he did mine. Right here in your face. You can see it. Now, I'm not going to zoom in because it's personal names and things on there. I kind of spread it out. But you can see this is just one pile. These are instructions on how to fill this out, or how to fill my names in the blanks, and how to send it in. And this is more paperwork here, family. As you can see, it got the sticky notes instructing me on where to put my name, as well as other instructions. And like I said, I'm not going to zoom in too much because it's personal info. But now I can tell you from personal experience, this brother will do your paperwork. I actually just sent my UCC financial statement off this Monday. I'm waiting for a response. The brother did. It took him 3 days to do my paperwork, family. So when you write him, he might say, oh, it takes 2 weeks for him to respond, but that depends on how backed up he is. But I can vouch for the brother. He does respond. You can call him, and like I said, he did mine in 3 days. Not saying expect to get yours done in 3 days. It might take the full 2 weeks, but I can say the brother will get on your paperwork same day, same night. It's easy to pay him. It's not hard. You can either pay him over his email. You can pay him through PayPal, or you can Walmart to Walmart him. You can work that out with him personally. But just want to let you know that if you are looking to get your status corrected, and you are looking for your work to actually get done right, and somebody do you right, then he's going to do it right. He's going to do everything right and exact, and he's not going to play. So I ask y'all, if y'all do go to him professional, y'all. Please go to him professional, because he's going to come to you professional. Now, clearing up what was said on Sinetta. First, about Nature Boy. Why Nature Boy said that, I don't know. I didn't tell him to say that, y'all. So, for one, please, y'all, don't keep writing me in my inbox asking me, do I do status correction so that we can go to Africa? Hell no, I don't. The man said that shit on some other shit. I don't know why he said that. It was live. As y'all know, when I'm teaching the people, I try to stay professional as possible and don't blow up in the middle of shit like I be wanting to. But I didn't tell him to say that. I do not do status corrections. That is who does status corrections, Tazadan. Now, for everybody else telling me, okay, Pharaoh, we hit Polite, or we paid, or we did whatever on his website to do our status correction, and he's not hitting us back, can you holla at him? Personally, I want y'all to know, as y'all may know, I may be in contact with a few people from around that circle, but I have nothing to do with the actions of other people. All I can do is speak from my personal experience. I know, personally, me originally went that same route, and I don't want anybody to take what I'm saying and say, don't take what I'm saying, personalize, and then use what I'm finna say to go further your personal beef or your personal agenda that you may have with anything in contrary to what I'm finna say. I'm only speaking from personal experience, not egotistical hatred or agenda, but just so people who's writing me this can understand that this is where I'm coming from and why I went the route I went, and why I'm giving you this route. In October, I did go through that route, through the New Covenant route, to pay for my status correction. Skipping a long story short, skipping a long drawn out story, my status is not corrected through New Covenant, and it did not get corrected through New Covenant. So now, for whatever reason, why people maybe, because we all understand what's going through the air. Maybe whether people saying Polite is a scam artist, whether they saying he doesn't have enough staff. I'm not here to chew on that or put that out there. All I will speak upon is what is factually happened, which is I did go that route initially, family, and I did suggest that y'all go that route as well. But that is the end result I ended up getting, which is my status did not get corrected. So if you were somebody who followed me and you went that route, then understand that we got the same exact result. So I did not intentionally mean to walk you into this outcome, because I share the same outcome as you. So for everybody in my inbox, asking me the same question, we got the same result. So now with that being said, without dwelling on that, yes, I'm not here to throw flamethrowers. I'm not here to blow up grenades. I'm just here to let y'all know that I did also get the same result as you. But if you are still in the avenue or still in the want to get your status corrected, get them 2 books, Self-Educate Yourself, that I provided. Hit the email up of the brother Tyler Dyke that I provided, and it can get done. And another thing I want to say is for people who are for the family that's, you gotta excuse me, y'all, I'm gonna have tired, it's late, but for the brothers and sisters that's inboxing me like, oh, Pharaoh, da 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 da, I gave my last. I want y'all to understand something. Just so you can feel I'm relating. When I first let's say got out of jail, apparently I wasn't in a position that I put myself in now. So when I first got out of jail and I invested my currency into New Covenant for them to do my status correction, understand that I was in the same predicament you were in. I literally want y'all to know that I literally gave my last. So once I did that, under the premise or the guise as, okay, I'm going to do this, boom, I'm going to be free from the system, I'm going to be able to take care of these tax benefits, da 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 da. That literally was my last, like I literally had $0.00 left in my pocket. Just coming out of jail, felony, no job, no selling drugs or nothing. I didn't go back to the streets. Invested my last to get something positive out of it. So now, 3 months later, let's just say, I just now paid Tazadoc. So for the 3 months I was in the waiting, you can say, to get this done, of course I was building something for myself, but in the middle of some of those transactions, before I started paving the way for myself, I want y'all to know that, like, it was very, very, very unbalanced, you could say. Like, it was times was difficulter than a motherfucker, and it was times I could have said, like, my man offered me $100,000 to bust a move, I could have been went back to the street. Like, just so y'all know, I had some money I had like 40,000 before I went to jail. Like, I was doing my ones and twos in the streets. But when I came out of jail, I was at a level of righteousness where I promised the ancestors, I'm like, okay, I would never, ever, ever delve back in that life. So even though I had invested my last into something that I felt was going to get me out of, or help me to create what it is I'm trying to manifest, in the turmoil of that not happening through New Covenant, I never fell victim back to the streets, you could say. Even though I was tempted like a motherfucker, my righteousness was just like, nah, I can't do it. So to answer your questions, there's people saying, oh, I invested my last and this, that, and the third, or you might have followed my footsteps. Not saying I feel guilty because you followed in my footsteps, but just so you know, I suffered with you. You didn't suffer by yourself as far as the result. And then for 2, here's the out. Tazadoc. The brother Tazadoc does actually do the paperwork. I'm showing you. I'm giving you the email. I'm showing you from personal experience. So I just want people to know that there is no path that we walk down, that you walk down, that I'm not willing to or won't walk down with you as black people, as family. So I would never suggest to y'all nothing that I have not done or at least tried myself. And I would never speak on nothing that I have not personally experienced myself. So with that being said, y'all, as far as status correction, that is why I don't want y'all to think I'm just suggesting y'all to people and saying, go here to do this, go here to do that. But that is why now I am suggesting y'all to Tazadoc. And for 2, that shit Nature Boy said on Sinetta, I don't have nothing to do with that. He said that shit out of his mouth crazy. Now, excuse the energy, y'all. I'm jive tired. It's jive late. It's my last video of the night. So, concluding this here. If you want to learn about sovereignty, secure party creditor, get the Redemption Manual 5.0 on Amazon. It's like $106. The first book I showed y'all, the Brian and Blum's 3rd edition contracts book. It's like $200 something on Amazon, but on eBay it's like $50 something, y'all. Go get it and get those 2 books. Get your mind right and educate yourselves. Hit the brother Tazadoc up if y'all want y'all paperwork done correctly. He has instructions to mail them as well as he does over the phone. You You can speak with him over the phone. You can go into details with that when you email him. He'll send you all of everything he offers out. So with that being said, y'all, that is the true avenue that is guaranteed to work if y'all want y'all paperwork done. I just showed y'all. Once again, I'll show you again. My paperwork is done for a fact. It is done. I just mailed my UCC 1 off Monday. So, that is why I would offer y'all to, I would refer y'all to go to Tazadoc, and that is also my experience that I had with New Covenant, as well as everybody else in my inbox who's basically like, oh, Pharaoh, basically we followed you down that path, what's going on? I got the same motherfucking results you got. So, like I said, this is not a, I'm not pointing the finger in this video. I'm not doing nothing like that in this video. I'm not even going into details too much personally about my situations as far as what happened with me and New Covenant. I'm just letting everybody know who followed me down that road that this is why I am referring you to Tazadoc, and that please don't take my words and use them to further any personal or hateful agenda that you may have towards Polite, because I don't know what that man do in his personal life. I don't be with that man in his personal life. Don't care. He's his own man. I'm my own man. All I'm doing is referring you a factual experience that I occurred when doing business with an establishment that he has founded, and my results that I got from the establishment, and why I'm referring you to Tazadoc. Anything outside of that, please do not involve me. I deal with the spirit. I don't deal with the ego, and I'm not here to help somebody carry out their egotistical agenda. I am here to teach the people how to liberate themselves. If you wish to liberate yourself through paperwork, if you wish to help liberate yourself from America through being a citizen, as far as filing your status correction paperwork, hit up Tazadoc in the email that I have referred. And for those of you who follow me down the road of New Covenant and got the same result I got, I'm letting you know that I share that experience with you. And the most positive advice I can give you is to hit up Brother Tazadoc, as I did. With that being said, family, peace.